Happy Monday, everybody, and welcome back to the farm. Today, Dragon has been busy preparing our space down at the bottom of our orchard for another chicken move. We're going to be taking the egg mobile out of its current location down in the woods and bringing it up back here at the base of the orchard. Still along the tree line here on this portion of the farm, right behind me, so they'll get access to all of the interesting new things to them to adventure around inside of there, scratch around, kind of get used to a new space, keep them busy throughout the day, and hopefully out of the orchard while we're moving into this new location. It's been a while since we've had the chickens down here. This flock in particular has not been down in this space. Our old flock was down here, and so now we are ready to move them back into this space once again. That will also give them a little more visibility for visitors to the farm, especially as we get ready to do some final touches and prepping for our big Farm Fest event this coming weekend. For a little extra vantage point, here we are right down here. The house is right there up the hill in the center of the screen. There are the barns over to the right, and I'm down here at the base of the orchard. We are right along the portion where the woods come between the orchard and the creek. The creek is just on the other side of this hill right here, and of course the ducks are over on the far end. We'll wait until later on tonight. Once the sun goes down, everybody will automatically put themselves to bed inside the coop, and then we will close up the coop and get it moved over here so they will wake up tomorrow morning bright and early in their new space. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It's a bit of a chilly morning this morning, but it's going to be in the early 70s later today. We have another visit from one of our local garden clubs headed our way this afternoon, or mid-morning at least. And the chickens are discovering their new feeding location as they are heading down the hill from the coop to make their way over to the feed troughs. A lot of them are distracted by the grass and the bugs that they're finding here in this patch for the first time. Lots of areas to explore, as I described yesterday, and they should be here and happy enjoying this patch of the farm and the woods for a while. Good morning, Dragon.
Good morning, Kevin.
How are you this morning?
A little chilly, they say.
Why would it not be chilly this morning?
It's chilly.
All right. Chickens back down in this area. First time for them, but we haven't been down here since, was it last year? It's been a minute. What's going on today?
Not much. What's going on with you?
This guy.
I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know what Kevin has in store for me today.
You know exactly what Kevin has in store for you. Everything that you have on the list.
The list is getting bigger. It's not getting smaller. It's getting bigger. Let's see. We have another local garden center visiting the farm.
Garden club, not a garden center.
Okay. Garden club. Visiting the farm. We're doing a farm tour for them. And then we're going to go back to prepping. I don't know if we didn't record any of it yesterday.
No.
Prepping for our farm fest. Getting the parking lot ready, getting everything ready, finalizing the vendors. We have, what's the date? It's Tuesday, one more day. Tomorrow we're going to close the sign-up for vendors. So, yeah. Chickens are here. I brushed all bottom of this with a tractor. So this should keep them busy for next month or so. We still need to figure out how we're going to move the dogs here, where we're going to place them. For those of you that seen the skunk video that we made, the baby skunks were right underneath that pine over there. So we'll see. But yeah, we definitely need to bring the dogs here so chickens can stay safe. So, but yeah.
Sheep are getting moved also too this morning.
Yeah, we gotta go do that. I forgot about that.
Oh, I didn't.
From what hens go through, second year hens go through.
We'll find her.
She's gonna be okay with the exposing her like that. But come on. Oh my God. She's the roughest looking one.
There's hens go through a process called molting where they drop their feathers and they'll put them back on. In the meantime, they walk around looking quite naked and disheveled. So what we typically do to help them get beyond that and put their new feathers on is we bump their protein in their feed. But this is a second year hen with us here. As you can see, all of the first year hens are nice and lush, still putting on their beautiful feathers. But we will make sure that all of the older girls in the crew get taken care of as well. Well, as Dragon mentioned, there's a lot on the list today. So we are going to head on up into the next tour on the farm. Happy Friday, everybody. We have made it to the end of the week and to a gorgeous Friday afternoon sunset right in front of one of our refreshed displays for our Fall Fest Farm Edition, which kicks off bright and early right here tomorrow morning. Dragon, happy Friday.
Keep going. You were just like in the middle of it. You can.
I can always stop right in the middle, toss it over to you.
What else you got?
Dragon and Sam have been busy all day outside under the supervision of Charlotte by making some finishing touches for what we are hoping will be a very busy and successful fall celebration and close out to a busy fall season, as we are hosting 15 to 20 vendors. Oh, there's Snow. Snowy! Snow is at the bottom of the orchard. Snowy! Hey, let's go! All the other dogs are up here. Was wondering where he was. He's gonna make his way on around. He heard us calling. We've moved the chickens, as you saw earlier this week, down to the bottom of the orchard as well. The orchard is cut and nice and ready for folks to be able to walk down there, say hi to them, say hi to the ducks, and also the sheep. And this is what's going on behind the scenes. Dragon, I think I've said enough now.
All right. Let's go.
Dragon is going
I'll walk.
the old walk and talk is in effect here.
Hey, Snowy.
Hey, kiddo.
Hey. Where you been? What's up, Bubba? Hi. Where you been? Hey, Bella. Enough. All right. So we can tell we add a few more tables. You've seen us add a middle one, but our friends from Creekside that are also coming to the Fall Fest as a vendor, so their beer truck is going to be here. Brought us a couple more tables for the weekend. So we have extra seating now, which is great because we are expecting a big crowd. Kevin yesterday consolidated pumpkins. 1 second. All right. Dogs are going crazy. So Kevin consolidated leftover pumpkins that we have. And that our pumpkin display area is slightly shorter for 2 rows. Hopefully after this weekend we can completely eliminate that. And then Sam and I, we went around and marked all the vendor spots, or vendors are going to go along that fence and that fence. This parking area, I mentioned that before, is going to be completely closed. So it will be nice to see vendors and all the colorful stuff of everybody's tents and all of that stuff. Let's go show the parking.
All right. Sky is looking really gorgeous. Beautiful fall sky you see as the shadows on the big pasture with that sun starting to go down. A little bit of a chill. It's been definitely sweater weather today, as we've had to keep on some long sleeves even as we've been outside working. You get warm and want to try to take your sleeves off, and you realize pretty quickly you need to put them back on.
Sam and I worked at this today too. So this is going to be obviously turning in, and that's going to be for the folks that are leaving.
Hold on.
And then here you can see we went around and marked. Mostly Sam and I are going to be working here on the parking, making sure that people park. But you can see all the way down at the end, if you can see on the post, there's marked paint. And then we have roads here as well, so people are going to park here. And this is X is the no parking zone. Then we have double parking. Then again, driving row and a double parking again down. We also have this side that we completely bushrogged it down. case it's needed. We'll see. But we have plenty of packing now available. Should be plentiful. So, but yeah.
What else do you have on your list today before?
I gotta make tiramisu.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's left.
There it is, everybody.
Tiramisu, and then we can go to sleep.
No.
Wake up bright and early, so because vendors are coming in at 8:30. We're probably gonna be opening the gates probably before 10 o'clock. So, what about you, Kevin? What do you got going on?
Whatever my husband needs me to do, like always. I am at his disposal this evening to make sure that I open those packets of ladyfingers in quick succession as we move through. Let's go and do a little closeout up top, shall we?
All right, let's go.
This guy.
3, 2, 1, go.
That's going to do it for us for this week's vlog, everybody. As Dragon mentioned, there's still a few things left on the list for this evening. That sunset is disappearing quickly, as it does this time of year. And we want to also try to get a good night's sleep for the busy day tomorrow.
No, that was on the schedule.
And also Sunday. We definitely hope you guys come back. We're going to do our best to capture as much of the setup and the activity and the magic that we're expecting to happen all weekend right here at the farm. And we're definitely looking forward to sharing that with you in next week's vlog. Dragon?
Wish us the best. It's going to be interesting. This is our first, so we're super excited. Thanks to everybody who's been sharing our posts on Facebook and promoting our events. And we're looking forward to this weekend. So
we absolutely are. Hopefully some of you who have been monitoring the clock down, the countdown clock with us will make it down this weekend as well. We look forward to being able to potentially meet a few of you in person. And if you happen to be traveling through Virginia, coming down US 301 and driving through King George County, make sure you stop right here and see us at the farm. Everybody stay safe out there, and we'll see you again real soon.
We'll see you soon.